For me, it's freedom and it's something simple. I work a lot, so I'm working kind of 5, 6, sometimes 7-day weeks, and it's just that opportunity to not have to think about work, to not have to think about everything else going on in your life. It's that opportunity to just spend an hour or two, get everything out of your system in a positive way, and then move on. And it's the community around it, it's meeting new people, it's travelling, even if it's to London to get beaten 5-1, it's all part of it.
I've always had a passion for performing and for the arts, and I guess that's where it started for me. I tried a bit of everything, done multiple different clubs and sports, and then found my way to dance through performing. And then found yoga through dance, because we do a lot of bodywork practices and yoga practices at uni. And then running was just a nice outlet for me, just having the opportunity to just put my music in and just run for a bit, just because it felt good, really.
I started going to the gym after I came out trans because I struggled with my physical appearance a lot, and so going and doing that really helped with my mindset and how I looked physically, not just how I felt on the inside. So it sort of balanced it out for me. And yoga I really enjoy it because it gives me peace of mind. You focus on your breathing, you slow everything down, and it allows you to really focus on what's in front of you.
Well, wrestling's always been really good for my mental health because I'm also autistic, and then this wrestler that this t-shirt is about, Daniel Bryan, had something called the Yes Movement, and as someone who was just discovering their sexuality and needed to say yes to more things, to be able to access help and to be able to talk about myself, I found that kind of positivity he was bringing was really beneficial to me in that time.
My granddad and my dad and my mum like rugby, so I've always grown up watching rugby. I played rugby when I was younger, then I give it a break, and then I moved over to Leeds, really wanting to play again because I missed the social life of it, and the fitness was definitely needed. So I just had a look around and I found Burley, and it seems so far to be the perfect fit.
My mental health does improve the more regularly I come, essentially, and that's a good thing. Even recently I've been not coming as much, just because I've been working so much and had a lot on. And even then you notice a gap, you notice a dip, even if it's just things like being more fatigued or feeling more insular, you notice it. So as soon as I came back, I was immediately I want to be down next week, I want to be down the week after. So you notice, even if you can't quite put words on it, that it is having a benefit.
I think as far as dance goes, and when you go into vocational training, it is very intense and it can be quite hard, and I do lose my passion for it quite a lot, especially when dance is an aesthetic thing. But that's why I think it's really good for me to do things like yoga and do things like running, because it allows me to have the opportunity to have a balance, because then that helps me really find my passion for that again. So it's just a constant fluctuation. Is definitely really good for me, and especially finding yoga recently, especially being in third year, it can be really hard and quite stressful, and not knowing what I want to do next. It's just really nice to just take a bit of time and do a bit of yoga. I always feel so much better for it afterwards.
Being queer and liking rugby it's interesting. It's one of the reasons I stopped when I was younger, because I was worried people might find out. And maybe I overthought things. Now it's brilliant because there's players as well that are queer, so if there's anything, you need to chat about anything, even if it's not rugby related, in that aspect, there's always people to have a chat with, which is brilliant.
One of the ways that I was gonna try and raise some money towards top surgery funds was to do a sponsored ride. I didn't do that much training, but I do cycle a lot. That's my means of getting about. It took us a total of 7 hours. So I think in total it was just shy of 40 miles. It was excruciating. I had my best friend, he made it all worth it, having him there. Because like I said, he's been my support from the very beginning.
I'm not the type of person who exercise comes easy to. I have to be with others, I have to be in a group to exercise. I find it really hard to stay motivated exercising on my own, and this group is so encouraging and so inclusive. Because of my autism, non-sober spaces and lots of music can be a bit hard for me, but this is a really nice space to just come and exercise and just have some downtime and really relax. And it's actually helped me access a part of myself that I thought would just stay hidden forever. They've set this space up so no matter what your sexuality, no matter what gender identity you have, you can just come and be welcomed. And even if you're just starting to come out the closet, we do things so that if you don't want to be on our social medias, if you don't want a lot of attention, you can just be here in this space and no one outside of your circle would know about it, which is really a healthy approach to take, I think.
Watching it and playing it, both get away from life in a way, meeting up with people, meeting new people, having a laugh, having a bit of banter, and it's a great aspect.
When you meet someone that has gone through that same thing, that they understand, like with a click of a finger, they understand, and it makes it so much easier to talk about how you're feeling. Definitely getting into some form of activity allows you to have an outlet, allows you to have something separate away from everything where you can focus on just being you.